Braking. FIA confirms timeline for V8 engine. Return and decision to remove the battery. Formula One could be on the brink of a seismic transformation. As the FIA confirms a timeline for the return of V8 engines, explosive debate erupts in the paddock over the future of hybrid. Power sparked by bold calls to eliminate batteries entirely. Formula One is heading toward one of its most dramatic technical revolutions in decades after FIA president Mohammed Ben Sulayem confirmed that V8 engines are set to return to the sport, potentially as early as 2030, and definitively by 2031. The announcement, made during the Miami Grand Prix weekend, signals a decisive shift away from the complex hybrid systems that have defined the sport since 2014. It also opens the door to a radical simplification of power units, one that could fundamentally reshape the way Formula One cars are driven. It's coming. At the end of the day, it's a matter of time, Ben Sulayem said. In 2031, the FIA will have the authority to introduce it without requiring approval from the manufacturers. V8 is coming. It will be done. Under current governance structures, introducing V8 engines before 2031 would require approval from at least 4 of the 6 power unit manufacturers: Audi, Ferrari, General Motors, Honda, Mercedes-Benz, and Red Bull GmbH. Whether that consensus can be reached remains uncertain, but the FIA has made clear that the long-term direction is already decided. The move reflects growing dissatisfaction with the current generation of hybrid engines, which rely heavily on battery deployment and energy recovery systems. While designed for efficiency and sustainability, the modern power units have drawn criticism for compromising racing dynamics. Drivers have increasingly voiced frustration over the need to manage energy rather than push flat out, an issue that has become even more pronounced under the latest 2026 regulation tweaks. Among the most outspoken critics is Max Verstappen, who has repeatedly questioned the direction of the sport's technical philosophy. Reacting to the FIA's V8 plan, Verstappen welcomed the move, highlighting both the sporting and emotional appeal of simpler engines. "For me, it's definitely a positive direction," Verstappen said. "Formula One should be about pushing to the limit every lap, not constantly thinking about energy management. A V8 brings back that raw feeling, what racing should be about." The Dutch driver has previously compared the current cars to Formula E on steroids, underlining his dissatisfaction with their reliance on electrical systems. That debate intensified further after Lando Norris suggested that the only real solution to the current problems would be to eliminate batteries entirely. "You just have to get rid of the battery," Norris said. "I don't really think you can fix it otherwise." Verstappen was quick to respond to those remarks, offering a measured but telling reaction. "I understand what Lando means," he said. "When the car limits you from pushing, that's not ideal. Whether it's completely removing the battery or just simplifying things, the key is making the cars more natural to drive again." He added, "Right now, you're often driving based on what the system allows, not what you want as a driver. That's something that needs to change." The push toward V8 engines is also rooted in fan sentiment. Since the hybrid era began in 2014, with turbocharged V6 units and energy recovery systems, many fans have lamented the loss of the sport's iconic sound and raw intensity. Earlier generations of engines, particularly the 2.4-liter V8s used between 2006 and 2013, were widely regarded as a defining element of Formula One's identity. Their high-revving, aggressive sound became synonymous with the sport's spectacle. Ben Sulayem acknowledged this cultural dimension while emphasizing the need for simplicity. "The mission will be less complication, not like now," he said. While V10 engines, used between 1995 and 2005, have also been nostalgically discussed, the FIA has effectively ruled out their return, focusing instead on V8s as the preferred solution. The timing of the change comes amid broader shifts in the automotive industry, where several manufacturers have begun reassessing their electrification strategies. This evolving landscape has indirectly influenced Formula One's own thinking about the balance between sustainability and entertainment. In the meantime, the current regulations continue to pose challenges. Drivers have reported that extracting maximum performance often requires unnatural driving techniques, including excessive braking to recharge batteries, sometimes at the expense of safety and race flow. the so-called yo-yo effect, where cars become vulnerable immediately after overtaking due to depleted battery power, has also drawn criticism for undermining wheel-to-wheel racing. For Verstappen and others, the solution lies in restoring a more intuitive connection between driver and machine. "We all want fast, exciting racing," he said. "If simplifying the engine helps achieve that, then it's the right move." As Formula One looks ahead to its next regulatory cycle, the return of V8 engines and the potential reduction or removal of hybrid elements marks a pivotal moment in the sport's evolution. The question now is not whether change is coming, but how quickly the sport can align its stakeholders to deliver it. One thing, however, appears increasingly certain. The future of Formula One may sound a lot more like its past.